Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Day 5 of Python learning series. Today we are going to learn about the syntax and indentation in Python. So in Python, syntax refers to the set of rules that defines how a program is written and understood. So here, imagine Python has a language with its own grammar rules, just like English. Syntax is like proper sentence structure. It tells the computer how to understand what you are saying. For example, in Python, you must use parentheses when calling a function like print hello comma Lakshmi. You can see on the screen. Now think of the indentation has organized your ideas clearly, like breaking a story into paragraphs. In Python, indentation means spaces or tab space is used to show which lines of the code belongs together. If you write a function, the actions inside must be intended properly. Otherwise, Python gets confused and show an error. Want to test this out? Try writing a simple function with incorrect indentation and see what happens. It's like forgetting to separate sentence properly in a story. So now we will see input in Python. So imagine you're chatting with a program and it asks you for the information just like a friend asking, hey, what is your name? In Python, you use the input function to get responses from user. But here the trick is Python always treats input as text. So if you are asking for a number, you need to convert it using int function for whole numbers or float function for decimals. For example, if you type your age as 25, Python see it as a word, not a number. So want to experiment? Try writing a program that asks for your age and adds 1. If it works without error, you have nailed it. So syntax for string input is, in Python, taking string input from a user is simple with the input function. Think of it like a digital conversation. The program asks a question and the user types a response. Since the Python treats all the input as a text by default, you don't need extra conversations. For example, if you write name equals to input of enter your name. So Python will wait for the user to type their name and store it in the name variable. Then use it later in the code. You can then display a personalized message like print hello plus name plus and explanatory is also encoded in the double quotes. So you can see here print hello plus name plus and exclamatory is also encoded in double quotes, as well as hello is also encoded in double quotes. Only the name is in between the pluses. So here the input which the program takes, like what the user types, that name is replaced with the user input. Try running this and see how Python interacts with you. It's like teaching the computer to be friendly. So let's see now integer input. So when you are taking the integer input in Python, you need to convert the user's response into a number using the integer function. Because Python treats all the input as a text by default, imagine asking someone their age. They might type 25, but Python sees it as a word, so not a number. To fix this, you write age equals to int of input, enter your age. So here we are converting the input into an integer by writing the int before the input. I think you got it. Which ensures the Python understands it as an actual number. Once converted, you can perform the calculations like print of next year, comma, you will be, comma, age plus 1. So and Python will correctly add 1 to the age. Try running this and enter in different numbers. See what happens if you forgot to use the int function. Next, syntax for the float input. When you are taking a float input in the Python, you need to convert the user response using the float function, because Python treats all the input as a text by default, as we already discussed. And imagine you are asking someone for the price of an item. They might type 99.50, but the Python sees it as a word, not a number. To fix this, you write price equals to float of input of enter the price. So, which ensures the Python understands it as in a decimal number. So once converted, you can perform the calculations like print off the final price with the tax is, comma, and the price star 1.18, and the Python will correctly apply the tax. So try entering the different decimal values and see how the Python handles them, and it's a great way to understand how the numbers work in programming. So I'll post some problems in the short so you practice them and you try to solve the problems. So it makes you to understand better. So error handling in the Python. So in Python, error handling helps prevent a program from crashing when unexpected issues occur. It uses the try except blocks to catch errors and handle them gracefully. So think of it like asking a friend to enter their age. If they accidentally type hello instead of a number, your program would normally crash. But with error handling, Python detects the mistake and shows a helpful message instead. So, for example, in try age equals to int of input enter your age, see on the screen the program, and Python attempts to convert the input into a number. So if the user enters non-numeric text, it jumps to the except value error. So and prints the oops, and it prints oops, please enter a valid number. So instead of crashing, this makes program more reliable and user friendly. So you can also handle the multiple types of errors and use finally block to run the cleanup code. So try expertising by entering the different types of input and see how the Python responds. It's a great way to understand the error handling. So coming to the output, in Python, output refers to the information displayed by the program, usually using the print function. So it can be simple text, numbers, variables, or even formatted results. For instance, printing a message like print of hello, comma Lakshmi, exclamatory. So displays a string output. If you want to show the result of a calculation, print of 10 plus 5 will be the output 15. So demonstrating the numeric output, additionally you can print the stored values like name equals to Lakshmi, followed by print of your name, comma name. So which makes use of the variables. For clear formatting, Python offers f strings, like it is formatted strings, where age equals to 21 and you are printing like print of f double quotes year, and the age is encoded between the braces years old. So here the formatting strings are my favorite method because just try to understand, it is very simple. Like you can see on the screen the example here. In formatted string we use f in the parenthesis after the print. So you use print parenthesis f then after double quotes. Here you can write whatever the statement you want to, and then you can insert the variable value inside. So I have inserted using the braces. In the braces, yeah, I have written the age. So in the place of the age, it automatically gives the output. So what the user gives the input as. So the user gives the age as a 30. So it will automatically print you are 30 years old. So makes the output more readable and reliable, right? So the print function is versatile and allowing the developers to display the messages dynamically and debug their code efficiently. So try expertising with different types of output to see how the Python responds, as I already said. So it's a great way to understand how the programs communicate with users. So let's recall the output types one more time. So it is very basic. We need to understand it very properly. So if you have not listened the previous one, just concentrate now. It will be very easy once you'll get it. So we have types, methods in the output. So like string output, numeric output, variable output, and formatted output. And formatted output is my favorite one, and it is very simple if you understand this. And as I already told, so normal the string output, it takes the string in the print statement and it gives the output. And numeric output, just like the earlier we discussed, like print of 10 plus 5 equals to 15, it is a numeric output. And the variable output we have already seen. So if you give something like name equals to Lakshmi and print of your name is comma name, so comma name, it is a variable, so it is going to take that variable over there, so it gives the output as your name is Lakshmi. And the formatted strings output, it is a very easy concept. Like you can give something predefined, you can give something in the code only, like you can give some fixed value like age equals to 21 and print of f encoded in the double quotes your age, years old, and age is encoded between the braces. So here the age is given as 21 already in the code. If you want to take input from the users, so you can write over there, and we already know how to take the input from the users. Like we can take some variable a equals to input of like enter your age. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. From next video we will learn how to solve the problems, and we'll solve some problems related to these topics. And don't forget to subscribe my channel.